Hi, my name is Brent Fikowski, and this is me drinking every flavor of Zevia. I've got a glass here, and I'm gonna chip away at all these Zevias. I probably won't drink all of every one, but I will drink a little bit of every one. These are all the Zevia flavors as of today that they are selling in America. You can't get all these in Canada quite yet, and I'm missing a few in here. I think I'm missing one tea. I'm missing Zevia tea, I think it's just the green tea. I'm missing ginger ale. I had some and I drank them all, and I forgot to keep one aside. And then I'm missing one flavor of sparkling water. Right now they sell cucumber lemon, and blackberry, and I just have the blackberry. But other than that, we got every single flavor. We even have the brand new Disney Zevia Kids flavors. So I don't really have a plan. Cool thing about all these is they're all clear. So I'm gonna pour a bunch of them into this glass, and they're all clear except the teas, because the tea is made with tea leaves. I'm sponsored by Zevia, and so, you know, this is an honest review, but I do like Zevia, and so it's not like I'm gonna drink one and be like, you know, because I do like it. But I'm also not a very picky eater. There's not many things I don't like the taste of. So you're not gonna get a very nuanced review from me today, but you're gonna get me drinking a bunch of Zevia. I think where I'm gonna start is with all the colas. I've been meaning to do this. So I'm gonna go, we've got a caffeine-free cola, a caffeinated cola, we've got a cherry cola, and then we have the energy drink cola, which is just the same as this, it's just got more caffeine. And so per can, we're looking at, so we have the same amount of, so these, it's an interesting fact, these have the same amount of liquid in them, they're just different, they just look different sizes. This is like tall and skinny, and this is short and chubby. And so let's see, caffeine, we're looking at 45 milligrams and 120 milligrams. So this is about 3 times as much caffeine in this can. This cherry cola has a bit of caffeine, this is 38 milligrams, and then this has no caffeine. So I wanna see the difference between these, especially these two. I'm curious if they're different. So, and all this Zevia will be drank in good time. And all this has been in the fridge, by the way. I took this out just before I started filming, so it all should remain pretty cold. Okay. Ooh, I should. I'll just see. Yeah, it's the same. So, you know, that tastes a little different. This one's like a little stronger, like maybe a little sweeter. Like there's no sugar in these, there's no syrup. But if I was to close my eyes and guess, I would feel like there would be more like syrup in this one, you know? Kind of just tastes like thicker. Maybe that's just what caffeine tastes like. I've never had like powdered caffeine or something. Yeah, these two taste the same. Yeah, I feel like that one tastes just a little bit different, just like a little stronger. Interesting. Okay. There's also gonna be a little bit of burping. Yeah, it tastes way different. You can definitely taste the cherry. Now, interestingly, I heard someone say this once, that if you do a blind taste test of like Dr. Pepper, apparently it tastes the same as Coke and Pepsi. I don't believe that. I haven't had a Coke or a Pepsi in a really long time, or a Dr. Zevia. Well, no, I've had a Dr. Zevia, a Dr. Pepper I haven't had in ages either. Yeah, it doesn't taste anything like those. I mean, similar, but it's really good. Not as strong as I remember. It is good. It's like, I haven't had this one in a long time. I don't have a lot of caffeine. Like I'll just usually have caffeine before I work out. So I'll be bouncing off the walls later today. But I usually just have a bit of caffeine before I work out if I'm feeling like I need a little pick me up. That was good. Yeah, this has like more flavor than that one for sure. Tastes like pepper. I don't really know how you describe Dr. Pepper. You know what's funny? I was listening to a podcast with Patty Spence from Zevia, and he was talking about Mountain Zevia. I think it was, he was on a podcast with, Wadcast Podcast. They did an interview with Patty Spence. And he was talking about Mountain Zevia, and he said, it's really hard to try to mimic the most unnatural flavors with just natural flavors. And he was referring to this because it's, you know, kind of Mountain Dew-esque. And with Zevia, they just try to use all natural flavors. And that is all they use, that and, you know, stevia, leaf extract, and then just carbonated water and a couple, maybe citric acid in a few of them. This one's good. This one's obviously like on like the fruitier, like lime kind of citrusy. So let's get to those. I'd say these would be sort of the citrus bunch. This one's good, this one fun. This one tastes best cold. I've had this one room temperature before and it's not as good. I feel there's like a bunch, I could probably separate these afterwards into ones that taste good room temperature. But they still all probably taste better cold. And then there's some that like you have to have cold. And this is one I find you have to have cold. It's good. It's sweet. There's definitely a lime. Speaking of lime, yeah, that's more. This is obviously more lime. There's more lime going on here, and it just kind of like, because it's like kind of bitter. It just feels like it kind of coats your mouth a little bit more after. It lingers longer. But those are more similar than I thought they would have been. I wouldn't have thought to compare them had I not had all these sitting here. This is mixers. They have the lemon lime with bitters, the ginger beer, one of my friend's favorites, and tonic water, which is, I don't know if it's here. Do you know what tonic water is, Claire?
Yeah, it's under.
Oh, it's hidden. So I'm not one to have tonic water without anything else usually, but it is good. I used to drink gin and tonic. I don't really drink much anymore. But when I did drink, you know, whatever, college and stuff, gin and tonic. This would have been good to have, because tonic water has a preposterous amount of sugar. But I wouldn't usually drink tonic water on its own. I made that comment once and someone said, oh, I drink tonic water by itself. And to me, I find that a little bit strange. But I like, sort of the same with sparkling water. I'm not a big sparkling water guy, just because it's like, well, you could have sparkling water or you could have, you know, the Zevia. And there's just like more going on. Like when I go to a restaurant, I just get still water. I don't really get sparkling water. So this is sparkling water, and it does have some flavor. Again, this is one I think is best cold, but it's lightly flavored blackberry. A little bit sweet. It sounds like, or it tastes like someone's whispering the flavor in another room. Blackberry. It is good. I don't find myself reaching for this often, but it is good. Yeah, very, very subtle blackberry. There's more like, I'd almost say there's more like carbonation than there is flavor, you know? Like it's more sparkling than it is blackberry. Water. Sweetness. These are the sweet ones. So funny enough, so with natural flavors, I remember I was asking about, so what is natural flavors? So essentially, like if you have like vanilla extract in your cupboard and you take like 1 or 2 drops of that, that's like the purest, like most potent, you know, vanilla, like just the flavor of vanilla. And you know, you're getting no calories essentially from 2 drops, but you're getting a lot of flavor. Oh, excuse me. We can edit that out. You're getting all the flavor from like, you know, vanilla or, you know, lemon or something. You're like kind of like just like squeezing it, so it's just like the essence and you're not getting like juice. And that's what natural flavors are. And so they come from, you know, plants or fruits or vegetables or whatever else, you know, they might get them from, but they come from natural as opposed to artificial, where in a laboratory, I remember doing this in high school, where you'd take like these different, you know, chemical ingredients and you'd mix them together in a chemical reaction, and then you'd taste it and you'd be like, holy smokes, that tastes like strawberry, which is pretty cool because they like were able to figure out exactly the chemical makeup of strawberry. And that's what artificial flavors are. So these are all natural flavors. So this one, for example, carbonated water, citric acid, natural flavors, stevia leaf extract. And like all of them, it's clear. This one is, all of these are, I remember I was talking to them when I went to the Zevia headquarters about, you know, the drinks, and they're all different levels of carbonation, right? So some of them are more carbonated, which is just getting more the bubbles into the liquid, and some are less, and that just depends on, you know, the flavor profile and what they want. So for example, the new Zevia Kids that they have are really low, pretty low on the carbonation. They're more like, you know, just like liquid, less bubbly. The Zevia Teas have no carbonation at all. And then this one, I think, for example, is pretty highly carbonated. I think, maybe not. Anyway. This one's good. I always forget how good this one is. This is actually one that I probably enjoy, but I don't drink a lot of or often. I sometimes have sensitive teeth, and because of the natural flavors, they must use, like, obviously it's lemon lime twist, so they use real lemon in it. And so I find that if I drink a bunch of them, and if I like swirl it around in my mouth, my one like little tooth in the back gets sensitive. So proof that they're natural flavors. Now I wonder. Yeah, not the same at all. Actually a little more similar than I remember. This is one of the more stronger flavoring ones. This one's good cold. But this one has like it's very strongly flavored. Now let's see. Oh yeah, we'll still do the sweet boys. Orange and grapefruit. Grapefruit Citrus. This is called Grapefruit Citrus. So when I first got this, I was thinking like, oh, this is gonna be like, I like grapefruits. My wife doesn't really like grapefruit. So I was thinking this might be like grapefruit juice. It is, but it isn't. I would say it's more like a Sprite. This one's good. I've always really liked this one. This one's fun. I don't have many words to describe this. It's good. It's sweet. It reminds me a bit of Sprite for sure. This one's great. Obviously, this is one of the first ones I went to when I was trying to figure out if I liked Zevia or not way back in the day. Because I knew, you know, I used to, as a kid, we didn't really have soda or gum or candy bars because my parents didn't want my teeth to rot. But if we ever did, I would usually go for orange or grape. I was not disappointed. Tastes like orange. That's good. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna save these ones for later. We're gonna do these. So I'm not gonna drink too much of these because they all have caffeine. And I've already had a decent amount, and so I don't wanna like triple down on it. Grapefruit, mango ginger, and raspberry lime. These are all really good. I think what's cool about these is they probably had a bit of fun making these they weren't, you know, trying to kind of like compare them to anything else. They just wanted to make some cool flavors. And so these are pretty good. And again, I don't have caffeine a lot, and I know I love this one. I love this one, but I don't have it a lot. If this was non-caffeinated, I would chug this like no tomorrow on the daily, regularly on the daily, just like I've been doing with the Zevia Kids the last little while. I haven't had this one in a while. It's been a while since I've had this one. This has been like at least 4 months since I've tasted this one, so I'm curious to remind myself of what this tastes like. That's good. You know, it's funny, this one doesn't have quite as much carbonation. I think I've had it for a little while now. Eventually everything does expire. This one, they've got expiry on the bottom here. I've had this one kicking around for a while. So this expires the end of next month. And so I remember I was at Zevia and they were talking about carbonation. You can look this up, this is no secret. So the way that, I don't know the exact science, but essentially you have water and you insert, you know, you run bubbles through it, right? And then the bubbles kind of stay in there. And over time, things get flat. Even in cans, they stay longer in cans than they do in bottles. So if you had a 2-liter bottle of soda or soda water or whatever, I think that would be a couple months. And then cans, it's more like, it's longer than that, might be a year or something like that. And so this one, these three, I think I've had for a while. And so they're not quite as carbonated. The taste will be essentially the same, but the carbonation, the bubbliness will go down eventually over time. This one's so good. Yeah, I don't really know how to describe it. I don't really taste a lot of the lime in there, but it's really like, I don't think I mean, it is sweet, but it's more like smooth, more like in the way that apple juice is sweet, you know? Like you're not, where like I'd say something like, you know, orange juice is sweet, but apple juice is kind of just, you know, smooth. Grapefruit is next. Now I wonder, that's something I haven't tested yet. Those are a lot more similar than I would have thought. I feel like this is more like grapefruit, like just like grapefruit, and then this is kind of more like a mimicking a sort of like a Sprite type drink, you know? Yeah, I'd say this is smoother, and this kind of has that like sweetness, tartness that you get from grapefruit. And this one's uncaffeinated, this one is caffeinated. Yeah, I got it there. Yeah, the last drink, you could taste like when you have, you know, big bite of grapefruit and you get that sour, that's the word I'm looking for. Ah, there it is. Mango ginger. So freaking good. That one is just, it's been so long since I had this one, and I intentionally don't grab it too often because I know I would just slam it at like 5 p.m. and then I'd be up. Or else it's so good though. Yeah, it's just like a really fruity, smooth mango. I mean, it is mango ginger. I don't really taste the ginger. Like if I think about having like pickled ginger or just like I have fresh ginger in a lot of things, and I don't really taste that in here. There might be a little bit, but damn, that is good. That is very good. Yeah, almost, I don't know if it's because I'm looking at this and I'm not stupid to be like, it tastes like orange because I'm seeing orange. But yeah, there's definitely like a mango I'm trying to. There's some. It reminds me of like a mango smoothie. You know, like a really creamy mango smoothie. That would be my way to describe it. Yeah, like if you had like mango juice, or yeah, mango with like cream or something, just to kind of thicken it up. It's very good. We'll take a detour now. So these are the 4 kids flavors. We've got Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Daffy Duck. Super cool. Working with Disney, a little partnership with them, and so these are, the same size, obviously, as these mixer cans, and so your average can is 355. Am I right? Yeah, 355 milliliters, and this is 222. So that is about 2/3 or so of this size, and so let's go with that orange cream and compare the two. So these are all so good. This one's probably my favorite. And these ones are really good room temperature, and then they're even better cold. I'd say this one is best cold. You can have these 3 room temperature, it's fine. This one, like cold as you can get it, and it's probably better. And probably this one too. This one is better cold. These two are fine either way, but they're all good room temperature. Damn, that's so good. Yeah, this one is sweeter, and I don't know if it's the carbonation. It's almost like it's like sharper, and then this one feels like thicker. Definitely less carbonation, more kind of like a juice, smoother, definitely creamier. So yeah, this one, when I said it was creamy, now that I've had this, I'm clearly wrong.
Cream soda.
Oh yeah, cream soda. This one is really good. But then you have this, and you're like, get out of here. Because this one is amazing. These go down in like 2 pulls. A little fleck of something in this. Cream soda. This is, was or is my wife's favorite flavor, cream soda. In Australia, they call it creaming soda. I feel like I've had so much now that I'm like starting to like lose my sensation of taste. Because that definitely just tastes like water. It's not because it tastes like water. Yeah, why don't you come in? I'm like definitely, I'm getting
I think some of them have sat for a while because
yeah, I've been
you were
saving
trying
these.
to save
I
them.
was trying to save them because I'll get like a little box from Zevia with some drinks. I'll be, put that one aside for the.
It tastes the same. It just doesn't have the carbonation.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It is good. I'm losing my.
It's creamy.
Yeah. Yeah. This is my wife Claire. We're hanging out on a Sunday. It's good, right?
Yeah, this one's creamy too, but I think the aftertaste is the tang of the orange.
Right. And this one, yeah.
I'd say the cream comes first.
Yeah. That's actually a good point. With a lot of these, you can there's the first taste and then there's the aftertaste. Ginger beer. This one's really good. This is one of those ones that there's a few where you go I can't believe there's no sugar in it, or there's not, some sort of caloric value. They're all 0 calories. And so sugars and proteins, alcohol and fat is going to give you calories. And this one just has so much flavor. It's so strong that it's pretty crazy. I don't know. It seems like maybe the one flavor of all of these that seems strange that there's not calories in it. There's surely something going on.
Strawberry, maybe?
Yeah. But I don't know. Taste that, right? It's just
it was a lot of flavor.
A lot of flavor. Super strong.
I think the thing with the mixes is they have the most flavor because a mixer usually does.
Yeah, if you're mixing something with alcohol. I mean, you're trying to mask the fact that like just alcohol doesn't taste good. Like, you know, like 99% alcohol like doesn't taste good. Yeah, ginger beer is really good. Do we want to do the kids' flavors? I mean, yeah. So these are really recent. We just got these like super recently. When I first got them, my favorite was this one, and then this one, and then this, and then this. But
Yes.
I had 3 of these yesterday. I'm really starting to take a liking to these, right?
Yeah.
What was your favorite? You like this one probably.
Yeah, I think I liked that one, and then maybe strawberry lemonade. I don't know. I don't remember. They were all good. I think my number 1 was probably the apple.
Yeah.
But like every time we fly, I have apple juice because
You like
I like apple.
Yeah. So this one to me, I described to someone as if you had an orange creamsicle as a kid, like the ice cream and then the orange thing, and it melted, it would kind of taste like that.
I think part of that for me is
accurate.
that I didn't grow up with those flavors. That I don't really have any like
Nostalgia.
memory, kind of
So, yeah.
connected to them.
Claire grew up in Australia, and so this Fizzy Apple is exactly what it should taste like. Tastes like that sour apple, green apple. You know, there's the lollipops, there's the little candies, there's like drinks for it, there's probably some sort of vitamin, like all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's exactly when you think sour green apple as a flavor, whether that's, you lick one of those things, it's pretty much what it
It
is.
smells like it too.
Yeah.
It
strong.
literally smells sour
Yeah.
and like apple.
They nailed it. Yeah. So for me, I've never been a sour kind of guy, but I've gotten more and more. Like I said yesterday, I slammed 3 of those within like a 30-minute period. Very good. This one is strawberry lemonade. Minnie Mouse, sorry. This one's really sweet. Now I'm gonna have that, and then I want to have one. What did I say was really sweet? So probably the sweetest drink that Zevia makes in the traditional cans would be probably this.
I don't know if it's sweet, but it has a very strong flavor. It makes you think that it's sugar, right? Is that kind of the...
Yeah. So I'm curious because this one's really strong. I would say of the 4 Zevia kids, this one might be the strongest. Maybe that and the apple, in its own way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're about the same level of sweetness. This one's probably has more flavor.
Yeah, it's like the small one.
Yeah, has more flavor. It's like...
And again, it almost seems a little creamy.
Yeah.
I wonder if the lack of carbonation makes you think that it's
That's-
thicker. It like feels.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah,
the
that's
texture feels
I've been,
different too.
yeah. Yeah, because this one's definitely more bubbly, right?
Mhm.
It's like small, and that was another thing. I feel like they mentioned something about, and this could be is there like,
Elevation.
right? But there's like, is there such thing as more carbonation, less carbonation than like bigger bubbles, or no?
I don't remember.
No,
but
I
I
think
do
that's
remember
me
that elevation of where the cans are and where they're made.
Oh yeah, that would
In
yeah,
comparison
that's
to that
right.
changes it. So if it was, made
At
in
lower,
Utah or something where, one factory would impact the shipping to like a different
Right.
city.
Yeah.
And how the carbonation would change. Science. Bubbles in my
I
mouth.
know. So strawberry, I remember when I first had this, I was surprised. It was much sweeter than I expected. I think like when you have a strawberry, it's really good, but it's like strawberries aren't that sweet because they don't have like a lot of sugar in them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe depends on where you get them from too.
Yeah, but I mean, like think of it this way: if you have a blueberry, it tastes like blueberry, but blueberries aren't like sweet compared to like an apple.
Yeah, I'd say a strawberry is sweeter than a blueberry.
Yeah.
But I
But
think
anyway, this is like the
with strawberry, for most people, you kind of have to be in the mood.
Yeah.
It's like I could drink cream soda 5 times a day every day, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't get sick of it.
Yeah.
But strawberry, I like to feel like that's what I'm in the mood for.
And I find with that one, and maybe I'm going back on what I said before, but with these two, if they're really cold and with how much flavor they are, it's almost too much. Does that make sense? Like if they're like cool or room temperature, it's fine. But if they're like really cold and that, there's just like too much, you know? That's my opinion. It's just like, whoa. Oh.
Strawberry makes really good cocktails. Because it has a lot of flavor.
Yeah, that's fair. Black cherry. So black cherry, when I visited Zevia headquarters, they had this suggestion, which I really liked, and they said if someone has never tried Zevia before, you give them black cherry. And the reason they said is if you have someone who's like a Coca-Cola lover or Pepsi, and you try and give them this, they're going to notice it's different and they're not going to like it. Because it is different, right? You know, when you have 35 grams of sugar packed into a can like this, and you have something with 0 grams of sugar, it's not going to taste the same. So they said if you want someone to try Zevia for the first time, give them black cherry, or give them a flavor, you know, probably a kid's flavor, so they don't compare it to something and they just get to enjoy it for the fact that it's good, it's flavorful, and then you wean them off, and then you get them to cola. So for example, my dad used to drink rye and Cokes all the time. So you'd have rye with Coca-Cola, and then I think we had him try rye and Zevia Coke, and he was pretty disappointed. He's like, well, I just wasted a bunch of good rye because he didn't like it. But now
he moved to ginger ale.
He moved to ginger ale.
Yeah.
So now he has rye and ginger ale, and he loves it.
And he's happy to have a rye and Coke a rye and cola.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't been having Coca-Cola.
So now that's it. So he went to rye and ginger, like Zevia ginger ale, and that's the other one we don't. Oh, here it is. Never mind. So yeah, needless to say, when someone wants to try Zevia for the first time, give them black cherry. And in the case of someone who likes cola, like a Coca-Cola, get them to try something else like this or like ginger ale. And then later, once they've had that for a while, and they kind of forget what Coke tastes like, then you go back to Zevia Cola, and they'll be fine. Same thing, my friend, he was working a job where he got Mountain Dew for free, and he tried this, and he says, that doesn't taste like Mountain Dew. But I was like, I drank that for the first time, and I hadn't had Mountain Dew in years. I'm like, this is great.
I know.
Tastes like Mountain Dew. I'm like, woo! I remember having Mountain Dew Slurpees as a kid or something.
You get it at KFC. It was like the only place
really?
I feel like that ever sold it. So it's like, the last time I had KFC, that's what it tastes like.
So anyway, black cherry. Super good. This is one I always come back to. I won't have it for a while, and then I'll go on a streak where I have it a lot. It's really good. Super smooth, not too sweet. Just like, I think cherries in general and black cherry products are always kind of like a little more like mellow.
Yeah, it tastes like, reminds me of the cherry medicine you have as a kid.
Yeah.
And that's like the good stuff. It's the one that you hope you would have to have.
Yeah, right? Yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah. I don't really have anything to report after doing that, but I feel like if someone likes one of these, they'll like the other one. That would be my prediction. Well, they're both cherry.
I don't think I like
Duh.
cherry cola. Not really.
No, really? I like cherry cola. My massage therapist, that's his favorite flavor.
Dr. Zevia is the other one that doesn't do it for me, but Dr. Pepper doesn't really exist in Australia.
Oh, no?
So it's like, I don't know why I would ever like that, because it's not like lived off it.
Yeah, black cherry is really good. Ginger root beer. So like I mentioned, I don't have ginger ale here. It's a dark green can. I just don't have it. I drank them all. That's good. It's strong. I think what's interesting about this one is I mean, if you look at all of these, this one probably is the least like traditionally fruity or sweet. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like it's got this more like you know, well, yeah, I mean, you've had root beer. It's just like it's a different.
It doesn't do it for me either.
It's more like I mean, like on the scale of like candy, this would be like licorice, like black licorice. You know what I mean?
It's aniseed.
Yeah.
It tastes, I think.
Which I like.
I've probably tried root beer once, and it tastes the way that I
Remember it.
remember it tasting.
And you're like, I don't need to do that again.
Yeah.
I like it. I think this one doesn't need to be cold. This one can be room temperature, and I like it just as much as I like it cold. Probably the same would go for black cherry, but black cherry cold is really good too. Like I said, I think all of them are better cold than they are warm, but like ginger root beer I can have like just room temperature, which in the winter is nice because you don't want to be like slamming really cold drinks. And so like ginger root beer and ginger ale, I find both of those are good.
Cream soda too, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely a more mellow flavor, so you can like drink cream soda like more of them in a day. I think you kind of already mentioned that.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't have 4 strawberries in a day, but I could have 4 cream sodas in a day. Ooh, let's do this one. Fruit punch. So originally this was my favorite Zevia Kids flavor. It's still very good. It's like Mr. Deeds. Should be coming out of a water fountain. You ever seen Mr. Deeds? You're not missing too much. It's good. It's fruity.
Mickey Mouse. It's delicious.
Yep. Tastes like fruit punch.
Yep.
Like cordial, right? Cordial?
Cordial.
Cordial.
Water cordial. It's like the syrup, but you add water too. Lots of sugar.
Yeah.
I think my dad still buys it.
Oh yeah. My personal favorite. This was my first favorite flavor going in with Zevia. It's probably still up there as number 1. Manager Matt O'Keefe. This is his favorite. It's been a couple days, and it's still very good. Tastes like classic grape flavored grape.
I think this one's extra good cold.
Yeah, there's like this smoothness and this just this grape, like just like a punch in the teeth. No messing around. Nothing fancy.
Oh. Tastes different than I remember.
Yeah. I mean, you've been drinking a lot of Zevia too, so it does kind of like
I drink a lot of these at the CrossFit Games.
Yeah, everyone
Pretty
does.
much like
Everyone.
once a year.
Yeah, the CrossFit game, you're like 3 a day. Yeah, everyone's hyped up in the crowd.
Yeah, and there's only ever one place that sells coffee, and they're long days, and it's delicious.
Yeah. So the fun thing with tea is these are unique from the other cans as they are not clear and they are not carbonated. So in the summertime, these bad boys go down easy. Why don't we start with the 2 that they're labeled the same. They're both sweetened black tea lemon. They look the exact same, just one's caffeinated and one's not caffeinated. It's contaminated, but so as you can see,
It's a brown.
it is a brown.
It looks.
Well, one's colder than the other, so that's going to be hard to. This one's been in the fridge for a while, and this one was just put in the fridge an hour or 2 ago.
I think they taste.
I think they're the same, but one's definitely colder, so it's kind of like hard to.
The lemon's not too strong.
No.
It's not like
Well, yeah, so that, yeah.
citrus or like...
No, it's not like a strong...
It's just like a pretty subtle tea.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I enjoy it. This is a Sweetened Earl Grey tea, blood orange. The ingredient lists on these are all the same, pretty sure. Yeah. Organic brewed black tea in purified water. Organic natural flavors, citric acid, organic stevia leaf extract. Yep, they're all the same. So all the ingredients are organic, and the tea leaves are over 80% fair trade certified, which just is how the tea leaves are sourced. 0 fat, 0 carbs, 0 protein, 0 everything, 0 calories, just essentially.
Are they all the same color?
Well, that's, I think, pretty much. So actually, I haven't tested that yet, so let's find out. Oh wow, that's good. Definitely like orange sweeter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
So the caffeine, 45 milligrams, 45. Yeah, they're all 45. They're either 45 milligrams or, which is about, that's about a cup of coffee. It's 45 milligrams. Yeah, it tastes like orange. It's good. It's good cold. Can't really think of anything else. It tastes like oranges and tea.
Yeah, it definitely tastes like tea.
Peach. That is really good. Yeah, it's about the same. That tastes like peaches. Peaches and tea. Now that would be a good flavor. Peach Zevia.
The orange cream one's really
Yeah,
good.
right? You like bounce around and you come back and you're like, dang. That's good. Peach. Okay, next. Yep, color's the same. Raspberry. Sweetened black tea raspberry. That's probably the strongest tea flavor of all of them so far, I would say. It's like a hint of raspberry or like berry. Almost say like almost.
The raspberry comes after the tea.
Yeah. Yeah, whereas the other ones, it's kind of the other way around. I feel like the peach and the blood orange, you taste the orange or the peach first. This tastes more like kind of your classic iced tea, lemon.
Yeah.
And then this, you taste tea first, and then a bit of raspberry as an after flavor.
That's good.
Black tea. Hold on. Huh. It's good. Could be a little cooler. It's just been sitting out. Just tastes like tea. Yeah, it just tastes like black tea. It's not very sweet.
No.
I'd say that's like fairly mellow.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like your grandma's tea bags without the milk, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your grandma make you tea, she always adds milk. It's like the same thing, but...
It's good. Yeah, see, this is sweet first. Sweetened hibiscus tea, passion fruit. If I just had to close my eyes and guess what that was, I don't think I'd guess passion fruit. I don't think that necessarily means I'm correct or that it's wrong. But you know what I mean? I don't know what I would say. I would say...
Delicious. I like the raspberry one too. Right.
Now, you know what would be interesting for the next video is a blind taste test. Ooh.
We should do it while all of these is still open.
I'm so full. My stomach's
Tomorrow.
full. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, that's interesting because I feel like I wouldn't I mean, not that I have a lot of passion fruit in my life, so it's not like we have that all the time. So it's not.
We had it in Australia.
We did. The thing with passion fruit is actually eating passion fruit. A lot of it's the texture that's the standout.
When you bite into the seeds.
You bite into the seeds and all that. Not really a thing.
It's different than I
remember.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I really like it.
I would drink.
It's so fun. It's so.
The only one that's colored.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, my least favorite is probably root beer.
Oh, really?
Or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I guess I knew that.
Yeah, so I think I would finish a can. Which is better than I didn't think that I would finish a can. I feel like the last time I enjoyed it less.
Yeah, I feel like the most, like if I had to pick flavors that were the most different from all the other flavors, I'd say like these, you know, and maybe even that. These are more like, well here, let me put it this way. If these were colognes and perfumes, these would be like men cologne.
Manly. Masculine. Yes.
And then a lot of these would be more like feminine. Not that
sissy.
You know, I know it's 2020, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like this is like sweet.
The dark green one too.
Yeah, ginger ale would be over there. And the tea, this just black tea would be here.
Cola.
My favorites, if I had to pick my favorites, I would say we're going with all 4 Zevia Kids flavors. We're going with grape. You know, it's funny. I haven't had this in a long time. I just breathed it in. It's my stomach telling me we've had enough liquid. There's nothing more that could be fit in. This would be second tier. This would be next to favorites. Like this would go above the colas. That, yes.
Still good?
Yeah, still so good. Black cherry might be up there. Orange and grapefruit would be second tier. Just behind it, still really good. Still pick it out of the lineup. Save it if it was falling off a cliff, you know. I'd say this would be second. Ginger root beer would be like second to third. It's still good. I had a bunch of these at one point, or I was just drinking so many of these and I'm a little over it now.
It was the same cream soda. I feel like we went through like 5 times the amount of cream soda than anything else, and then neither of us had it
we're just
probably like 2 months.
Yeah, so we haven't had as many of those.
Yeah.
I'd say those would be my faves. I think what I learned was I really like these. So when I do need some caffeine, I'll be looking for these bad boys. I think, and learn that these two taste the same, and this one tastes a little different, I think. Yep. I think that's it, Claire. Any final passing thoughts? What are your favorites?
My number 1 is cream soda.
Nice.
And then I'm like, I want a grape kick. I never used to go for it, and then now
you're stealing
I
the
go
grapes.
for it all the time. I like strawberry when I'm in the mood. And then I haven't had many of these. I've really just had taste, but I like apple, and then probably strawberry lemonade, and then maybe orange cream would be like my favorite of those. Grapefruit, easy. And then, yeah, it's probably what they're like my go-tos for sure. And like the light blue cola.
Oh yeah.
But again, I like to be in the mood. Never been a big like
Cola girl.
Yeah, cola fan, I guess, really.
All right, we're gonna keep this under an hour.